Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Clemson Tigers. Now to my guys in the booth.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the grab on the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and they vault on top by one here in the fourth.
South Carolina, 15. Clemson, 14.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
End off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
First down for this offense. To the air, it's Orji trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He's back to throw on second down. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. And the quarterback takes a knee.
Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. He hands it to the back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Guys up front, line up. It's first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now, got a 4th down.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass is intercepted.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. Here's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The 49ers come to the line in the hurry-up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards. Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And the 49ers are in the red zone. And here's the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The 49ers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Ball handed off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll ride the back again here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Running play called on third and short. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Look at a scramble. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him at the 45, and that's good for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Defense is coming after him. Down he goes, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're going to run it. He's found some room with the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick catch over the middle. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. They feed the fullback this time. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. Remember last time, North Point on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype, the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And it's complete downfield. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Unleashes the stiff arm. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. And the 49ers look to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Watch the spin move. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's his 3rd touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. It's a quick spin move. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On first and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Short connection to the tight end here. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The 49ers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The 49ers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Going for a big play downfield. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. Handoff running right. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for his back. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line. That sack makes it second down and forever. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? That'll be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
With the return, it's Lacey.
Return is taken out of bounds.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Heading left after the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they'll give it to the back. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd and goal for the offense. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier tackled there.
Chris, what the heck? Might as well go for it here on 4th down. You have such a big lead. What do you have to lose? Let's see the coach and what decision he comes up with.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Touchdown, Oklahoma. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. The pocket breaking down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. The 49ers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Gets rid of it on the move. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you kind of try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this...
Here's another interception. We're losing track.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with... Here's a shot toward the right sideline. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very... And it's intercepted! Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Powers through. Oh, and nothing but got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And you stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. First down. We're going to throw the football. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And the 49ers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter. You're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
They'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter. On a fourth down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab, a chance to score. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they can.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. He's running out of time here. He's going to pull it down and run. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now the handoff. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Caught quickly.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds.
And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. Let's it fly to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Oklahoma. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're
fired into a tight window and picked off.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the ball. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. The pass falls incomplete as time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain